Foodprint is a carbon and water footprint management and reporting solution. Foodprint can be used within Nutritics to calculate CO2 equivalents produced from production, processing, storage, preservation, packaging, transport methods, and cooking methods. This is possible on both foods and recipes within the software. Begin by creating a new food. Once the food is created, scroll to the Country of Origin tab. Click Add to input a country of origin and choose a new country. If you don't know the country of origin of your food, Foodprint will select the next best match based on your location. A country may already be set on a published food in the system or by the supplier. In this case, the Add option will not appear here. Next, add the transport method to calculate the greenhouse gas emissions for transport of the food to you. For example, by air, truck, or cargo ship. Some sources already have this transport factor built into the data in the Sustainability and Foodprint tab, and this will automatically set the drop-down to include it in the LCA. This is the life cycle analysis. Type the percentage of the ingredient that originates from this country into the contribution box. This information must be made available by the manufacturer or supplier. Once added, this data is maintained and calculated wherever the ingredient is used in Nutritics. If there is more than one country of origin, click Add again and enter the new country. Scroll down to the Sustainability and Foodprint tab where Nutritics will automatically match greenhouse gas emissions and water usage from best available peer-reviewed LCA data sources. The top 10 matches will show under the drop-down according to your location and the food's country of origin. Click the drop-down to modify the auto-match selection, or input a custom value in the field on the right. You can hover the mouse over the text in the drop-down to see the source. The lower the score here, the more specific the match. The system will automatically choose the most appropriate option with the lowest score, but you can fine-tune and select other identified matches if more appropriate. This signifies a higher accuracy of data in accordance with the country of origin. For example, a score of 1 means there's data available on the food for the country of origin input, but a score of 10 means only average data is available at a category and global level, rather than the specific food level. The information from the food's country of origin transportation will sync directly to the Transport to You section. Click the pencil icon to edit this back in the Country of Origin tab. Input your own outbound transport and packaging information per product or pack size. This will direct you to the products at the top of the recipe page to add packaging and transport additions. Click on the cost to edit these. These changes will be incorporated into the final Foodprint score. Input CO2 and water data for packaging, shipping, and others if required. Nutritics has a lookup library incorporated for estimations of shipping and packaging emissions. Input a keyword, for example, foil or plastic, and click the CO2 field to choose the closest option for an estimation. Input the weight of the packaging and click OK to update the emissions values. You can also input an end of life for the product if the package is disposed of on the premises. Please note that water usage will remain blank here as footprints are not typically used in packaging production. Input a transportation method, for example, from a central production kitchen to outlet locations via truck, and click the CO2 field to choose a method. Input how far the product will travel using an address, postcode, or by manually inputting the distance. Click OK and move back to the Sustainability and Foodprint tab. Here you can generate a Foodprint badge. Where there are multiple products or pack sizes, you can choose the individual product and generate a new badge. Let's create another product just so we can see this in action. We'll input the same data for the product packaging and transport. Now let's scroll back down and select the other product so we can generate a new badge. You'll see that the emissions are slightly different. Next, let's calculate a recipe's carbon footprint. Begin by creating a recipe using foods with complete sustainability information, just as we previously did. Alternatively, you can use foods as normal from our database and click the Generate Badge button under the Sustainability and Foodprint tab to apply our auto match to all ingredients in the recipe. Expand the food production row to scrutinize the matches. For best results, each auto-matched ingredient should be reviewed. If no match is found on an ingredient, that food should be opened and a suitable match should be manually set, or a custom value can be input. Where Nutritics is automatically match data, these are chosen from the best available peer-reviewed LCA data sources. These are matched according to your location, the food category, and the food's country of origin. Input your own outbound transport and packaging information as we did previously for the food. Packaging and transport additions will also be incorporated into the final score. The badge generated can be printed with a recipe report or added to a label using the Foodprint element. So create a label as normal. Click Add an element and include the Foodprint element. Choose your desired badge. We have 3 different badges available. The default Foodprint A to E grade badge will show the final scoring of the product's greenhouse gas emissions grade and the CO2 equivalent per kilogram usage per serving. The small Foodprint A to E grade will only show the greenhouse gas emissions grade. And finally, the Foodprint water badge will only show fresh water usage per serving. You can decide whether to add the text, environmental impact, and the relevant information based on the badge used above the badge by selecting Include Title. You can remove the Nutritics Foodprint logo below the badge by deselecting Include Foodprint logo. If you have any questions on Foodprint at all, reach out to your normal support contact or contact support@nutritics.com.